I wanted to talk about the Artist Trading Card paper that I use. This is the second type of paper. I get the pre-cut Strathmore brand Artist Trading Card paper. You can buy the bigger pads and cut them yourself. I just get the already cut ones just to save myself a little bit of time, but you will get more cards if you buy a bigger pad and measure the stuff out and cut it yourself. So this is the acrylic. Most of my trading cards have been on Bristol paper, which I use dry medium on, colored pencil ink and stuff. This was the first time I used a just wet medium. I used acrylic paint. Here's an example of them. Try not to get the glare. These are from my meditation series. There is 10 of them. So did that all acrylic. Now the thing with these two, I want to point out, I'll open this up. With the acrylic paper, it will warp, especially if you lay on that much acrylic paint. It will warp, but it will dry flat. So just don't panic, let it dry naturally, and most likely it will flatten out. So this is the acrylic paper. It is much thicker. It is 246 pounds. I got this pack from Amazon for around $5 or $6. The acrylic one is more expensive than the Bristol one. And you get less paper in the acrylic because the paper is much thicker. But you can use a bunch of wet mediums on this. I've had no problem, especially once again, putting that much paint on them. And they're glossy. But yeah, putting that much paint on was no problem. Like I said, just let them dry naturally. Don't panic. Put them in a case. I put my stuff to dry in storage containers, the clear ones. And just walk away, go read a book, go watch some TV. Don't think about it and just let it dry naturally. So the acrylic paper here, you get 10 of them. If you are new to Artist Trading Cards, the only rules with Artist Trading Cards is the size, 2.5 by 3.5, which is 6.35 by 8.89 centimeters. And on the inside here, there is some stuff about Artist Trading Cards, which I will read. All right, here we go. Back at grade school, here we go. What are Artist Trading Cards? Artist Trading Cards, ATCs, are miniature pieces of art that are traded around the world. Artists create, trade, collect art at organized swap events, either in person or online. It is a great way to meet other artists and share your work. The only official rule for ATCs is the size, 2.5 inches by 3.5 inches. I've only done online trades. I haven't done in-person trades at all, just because of where I'm at in the world. And also, I want to point out these things this is one of my Bristol drawn ones. And these are very cheap to ship. Mine are a little bit more expensive to ship, and there's no money exchanges in my trades, so I pay the shipping to get my card to you, you pay the shipping to get your card to me, so no money exchanges, none of that stuff. The reason mine are a little bit more expensive, at the United States Post Office, I use these hard plastic cases, and then I put them in a white regular mailing envelope. They go by if it's bendable. So they charge a little bit extra, but the most I've ever had to pay to get a card anywhere was up to Canada. And it was about, I want to say around $2 at the time. And I don't know if postal rates have gone up because the trades have been awfully slow. All right. How did the movement start? I am going to butcher this man's name and I apologize. In 1997, vibrancy Strathmore, a Swiss artist, created 1,200 cards by hand as part of an exhibit. On the last day, he invited others to create their own cards and trade with him during the closing reception. After that, the movement took off as other artists organized major swap events. Today, there are ATC swaps in almost every major city around the world. There are also many online swaps. The online swaps that I know of are Facebook groups. There's Artist Trading Cards. I've done some trades there. I'm more focused right now on just posting and seeing what the algorithm does instead of using the Facebook groups, because sometimes the Facebook groups get a very I don't know. There's drama when you bring a bunch of people together. Not with me, but just from what I've seen, it's not something that I want to take part in too much. But I have done trades there. The people have been super good. They're very experienced with trading, and they are very nice in the cases that I've had to trade with people. How do I create ATCs? Most swaps are open to any media, materials, or techniques as long as the card fits into a standard trading card sleeve. Art can be original, limited edition, or a series. Artists should include the following information on the back of the card: name, contact information, email or address, title of piece, and the number of it if it's part of a series of an edition or a series. ATCs are traded, not sold. However, there are some artists who choose to sell cards. Cards that are sold are called art card editions or originals, ACEO. So mine are signed on the back like this. It's numbered. It has my socials right there, and then the year they were made and stuff like that. Same with the 2023 Gallery Series ATC. So it's numbered. The question mark, just ignore that, because originally it was just supposed to go on, and then I was like, okay, I'm only going to make 50 of these. So it's just, I put my socials on it because that's the easiest way, because most people have socials, especially the people that I'm trading with. So the other thing, the baseball card sleeve, it's basically you just want it to fit into a clear plastic case. The cards that I get from people, I put into a binder. I like collecting my stuff in a binder. It kind of reminds me of back in the day when I used to collect Pokemon cards or Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Magic the Gathering, which I don't do any of those anymore, which is kind of sad. And so I put those, but I know people who have hung up, like got magnets, put these on, and they put them on their fridge. They have their cards on their wall, and they collect them. So you can do it a bunch of different ways. So that's the only rule. Should fit into a baseball card sleeve. How do I trade? You can locate an in-person swap in your area, find an online swap, or organize your own swap. There are a number of websites, I've never been to any of the websites, that others have created to help artists get started. They can be found by doing an online searches using keywords such as artist trading cards. You can also find out more information by visiting www.strathmoreartist.com/ATC. Join the movement, create, swap, and collect. So if you are new and you are interested in getting them, if you have a paper pad of, I would say 100 pound, because the Bristol paper, like these guys right here, like this, these are ones that I have up on my page that are available for trade. So if you are interested, these are all Bristol paper. If you have some Bristol paper, which is 100 pounds, and if you don't know anything about the poundage, the simple way to think about it is the higher the poundage, the thicker the paper. I know it's more scientific than that, but that's just the easy way. So the higher the poundage, the thicker the paper. So like most sketchbooks are like 60 pound, Bristol's 100, this is 246. Then they have mixed media, which varies from like, some of mine are like 184 to some other type. So it just differs. So higher the weight, the thicker it is. Which I could make a joke there, but I will not. I will keep it classy. So you get 10 in the acrylic Strathmore brand trading card paper. The Bristol paper, it's $1 less on Amazon, but you get 20 trading cards, or you can buy the thicker books and cut your own if you feel like doing that. So thank you for watching. I hope this helps. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below and I will try to answer it as best I can. If you are interested in trading with me, the best way to do it is to leave a comment or send a DM, and then we can work out a trade. So I will see you around.